Hey guys, what's going on? Going to take a quick look at Chainlink. Ticker for this is LINK, and I'm currently on the weekly time frame. As usual, before I get into it, I'm just going to say a couple things. Number one, if you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new videos, click subscribe, click the bell, and then click on all. If you don't do that and you click away, you may have a hard time finding the channel again, just because it's a new channel, slightly over 1,000 subscribers, and because of that, I'm not really prioritizing the search algorithm. Also, if you want an exchange to trade Chainlink and pretty much any of the other coins that I talk about on this channel, I put a link to 3 different exchanges in the pinned comment and the description. There's one called Bitget, another called OKX, and there's one called BingX. Now, Bitget and OKX, pretty reputable exchanges, but they require KYC. So if you don't mind doing KYC and you want to get some bonuses, check those ones out. But if you do not want to go through a KYC process and you want to trade and also get a bonus, 150 USDT bonus for signing up and just meeting a minimum criteria, check out BingX. That's the only one out of the 3 exchanges that I've linked to that will not ask you to submit any personal information. Okay, so let's get back into the link chart. In the last video I did, it was about a little under 2 weeks ago, I mentioned that the price was kind of like battling with this downsloping level of resistance, this multi-year resistance level. And since then, we have broken out and we've closed so far 2 weekly candles above this level. So this is a really good sign, guys. Really good sign. If you want to trade Chainlink, I definitely recommend that you draw this level on your chart, this downsloping level of resistance. You probably also want to draw this downsloping level of support. So you see we kind of had this falling wedge pattern here that we recently broke out of. And yeah, so if you draw those lines on your chart, you should probably also draw this horizontal level right here. Base it off the low of these candle bodies right here, and you'll see for quite a while this level served as the upper level of resistance within this channel that Chainlink has been trading in for about 1.5 years now. So whenever the price would come up, a lot of selling pressure would come in, and yeah, they just sell it off, right? So this channel, this 1.5 year long channel, this enabled the people that were kind of paying attention to it to accumulate a lot more link tokens by simply shorting or selling when we got to the top of it, and then buying when we got to the lower part of this channel. So a lot of link has been accumulated right here, and it looks like this accumulation range may come to an end. Now, we haven't broken out of it, obviously, as you can see, but the fact that we have broken out of this multi-year downsloping level of resistance is a positive sign. Of course, if the price comes back up to this level, sellers are still going to step in, and this range has not been broken, but yeah, it's just a very positive sign that we have broken out of here. Okay, and while you're marking these levels on your chart, you probably also want to mark the lower region of this range, and I have it drawn at about $5.45. So if this is a false breakout and the price maybe sells off from where we are, or if it sells off when we come up to the $9.30 range, you can still look to this lower support region right here, again at around $5.48. This range is still in play unless we break above it and start closing a weekly candle above here, or break below and start closing weekly candles below here. But just given the price structure of this, the fact that we have just broken out of a long-term multi-year falling wedge pattern, I'm anticipating that this ends up breaking to the upside. Of course, also considering where we are in the market cycle with the halving about under 6 months away, I'm expecting ultimately we could just range here for a while, but ultimately I'm expecting this to break to the upside. And just considering the structure of this huge run up, this pullback, this long-term consolidation, breakout of the falling wedge, I anticipate that this is going to be one of the more bullish coins in the upcoming bull market. Okay, so right now I'm going to change the chart, and I want to take a look at the daily time frame. And on this particular chart, I have different levels marked out. And if you want to see why I've marked these levels, maybe go back and watch some of my Chainlink analysis videos from about a month ago, maybe even 2 months. I had these ranges marked 2 months ago. Okay, so you have this range right here that served as a level of resistance for quite a while, and that's where we are right now. So I'm going to zoom out a bit, and you'll see that we have the upper level that I just mentioned, around $9.50. That's the horizontal level, but we also kind of have this diagonal level where the highs were getting progressively lower and lower, right? So it peaked up here. These three levels all came to the horizontal level of resistance, but since then they've been coming up short, right? So we've been putting in lower highs, and if I draw the line this way, you'll see that that's exactly where we just got rejected from, right? You'll see it was a rejection point right here, and most recently right here. Now we've pulled back predictably to this previous level of resistance, and now it's serving as a support level. So hopefully the price could maintain this level and then head back up to take another crack at this downsloping level of resistance. If we're able to break above this downsloping level of resistance where we got rejected right here and start closing daily candle bodies above this, then the next level I would target, of course, is going to be up here at around $9.50. As for entering a trade right now, I wouldn't. I don't see the entry, because if I enter either a long or a short, I like to enter against an invalidation point. So I want to have my stop loss. I don't want to risk too much and have a large stop loss, right? So entering here, my stop loss would have to be placed all the way down below this wick and below this zone. I don't want to do that. Now, a potential long entry would be if the price comes all the way back down here once again. I could potentially long, assuming that this level will hold, and place my stop loss just below. And then my target on that, on the long trade, would be this resistance that we just got rejected from, right? So I'll plot that out and just kind of give you an idea of what kind of R&R that particular trade would give us. So if the price comes down here, enter the long position, place the stop loss just below this wick and below the bottom of this range. And even if I was conservative with it and I simply targeted just these highs right here of this price cluster, entering down here would give me a risk reward ratio of 1 to 8.36. I would risk only not even 1%, so 0.85%, to potentially get over 7% to the upside on that. And if this worked out and the price was coming up here, what I would likely do is drag my stop loss first to break even, so I'm in a no risk trade, and as the price started coming up, I would just move my stop loss higher and higher. And if this level broke and we made it all the way back up to the rejection point here, that would give me an R&R of 1 to 16, give me just under 14% to the upside, again only risking less than 1%. So that's an opportunity. Now the chances of this area holding again if we come back and retest it, I would say not very good. I mean, coming back down to retest it would be a sign of weakness. And if we do come all the way back down, I would not be surprised. Here, I'm going to change the chart once again. I would not be surprised if we're coming back down to retest this broken level of resistance as a support level, right? So that I have currently, if the price dropped where it is right now, it's slightly over $7, so around $7.03. But yeah, we'll just see how this plays out. I'm going to switch it back here. Alternatively, if you wanted a higher probability trade, if the price came back up to this level, you could potentially short, place a stop loss just above this previous high and above this downsloping level of resistance. And then, of course, as I mentioned, trade to the long side would be daily candles closing above this downsloping level of resistance, and then the target would be the horizontal resistance again at around $9.50. So anyway, I hope that makes sense. I just kind of tried to outline a couple different trade setups that would give you a good R&R on the Chainlink chart. Overall, I'm pretty bullish about the recent events here, breaking this downsloping level of resistance, breaking out of this falling wedge. This is big, guys. This is really good. But yeah, keep in mind that we are still in this consolidation range. And where I start getting very excited about Chainlink will be weekly candle closes above this line at around $9.54. So if we start closing weekly candle bodies above here, yeah, that's when I'm excited about Chainlink, and that's when I think a lot of buying pressure is going to come in, right? And the first level of resistance off a weekly candle body close above here, I mean, this is an obvious one based on the price action at slightly over $18, so $18.30. And you know what? I'm going to run a fib from the swing high down to the swing low, and let's see where the Fibonacci resistance levels come. So we have the 382. Okay, this one makes sense in confluence with the price action. The 382 is going to be slightly over $12. Then we have the 50%, $15.82. But then of course, just based on the price action, as I mentioned, slightly over $18. Okay, but yeah, we're getting ahead of ourselves now. First, we need to break this kind of like long-term consolidation accumulation range to the upside. But the first step is done. We've broken the downsloping level of resistance, and we're breaking out of this falling wedge corrective bullish pattern. Anyway, hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, smash a like button. If you want to get notified when I release new videos, click subscribe, click the bell, and click on all. And again, if you want a place to trade Chainlink and pretty much any of the other coins I talk about on the channel, the links to exchanges are in the pinned comment and the description. And just click the links and see what kind of bonuses they're offering. Okay, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.